Hello everyone, welcome to another one, where today we're going to switch weapons. So in here, we of course have our previous project with our automatic gun and actual particles, or projectiles. But let's actually expand this a bit. So first, let's get into our first person character. And on our construction script, so if that isn't open for you, it is under functions construction script. We're just going to select everything and press delete. Why? Well, this basically attaches this first person gun to our hands. So as you can see, it is actually gone now. And let's actually delete it, compile it, go back to our, as you can see, there's some error. If you press the target, it will actually point us to that error. And for the time being, let's just attach to, or actually the work location needs a target. Let's set a target to the first person camera. Well, if we're playing now, as you can see, it just shoots right out of the middle of our screen, which you don't want. So what we're going to do is create a new blueprint, an actor. So this one will be weapon, and this will be our master blueprint. You can actually create a new folder called weapons, and move that one over there. And if we go into our BP weapon, we're going to do two things: add a component, a skeletal mesh component. Let's go to weapon mesh. Attach it. Attach our first person gun. And well, actually for now that is basically it. So when you come back in here, we're going to create a new variable because we're going to want to switch to this weapon. Create a new variable. Let's call this one weapon ref. So that stands for weapon reference. And it'll be a BP underscore weapon. And we're going to have a custom event. Call this one switch weapon. And add an input, which will be a weapon as well. A class reference. Let's call this weapon. I think I've said weapon far too many times right now. Let's get a weapon ref. Put it in there. And let's see if it is valid. So is valid, and you want to make sure you get the one with a question mark. And you get this block. If you get the other one, the function, you're just going to return a boolean, and here we can have different branches. You could of course just use a branch, but well, I mean it's built in, so question mark. Yeah, if it is valid, we are going to add a reroute node. If I don't misclick, right at the bottom here, reroute node. So this reroutes your wires right there. And if it is valid, we're going to destroy our actor. Attach it, make sure it's nice and neat so it's easy to read. And in here, I'm just going to add some reroute nodes as well. Add reroute nodes. And in here, actually, let's get our class there. And then the reroute node. And we're just going to spawn actor from class. And the class will be that class. And we're going to put this one in there as well. Why? Well, If it is valid, we're going to destroy our previous weapon reference and spawn our new one. If it isn't valid, we're going to spawn our actor, which basically means that our first weapon we get won't give us an error because there isn't an actor to destroy. You could build one in on the begin play, but this is just easier and more convenient. Alright, if we compile this though, we're going to get an error because we need a transform. Transform is basically a position, so it's your location, a rotation, and scale all in one. So if I break this, so split start pin, we get the 3 components, and if we split these again, it becomes it becomes floats. And well, it basically is just the complete location of and rotation and scale of our object. So we're going to make a transform, and we're just going to leave this blank because we are going to attach it. Let's set our weapon reference to this and attach it to a component, and the component will be the mesh 2P, and the socket name is a breakpoint. How can you find socket names and what are sockets? Well, if you go into our mesh 2P, click on Escape Mannequin Arms and go to the skeleton. A socket is basically a predetermined point. So this is our grip point and it's always there and we can attach things to it. So if we wanted to, let's say, add something to the shoulder, we could go to the upper arm, add a socket, and now we have a point which we can manipulate, which is stuck to that bone. So if it moves, if I have a animation first person run, if it moves, you can see that it actually comes with, and we can actually add a preview asset just to show you what I'm talking about. A lamp, for instance, why not? And you can transform this however you want. Just this isn't going to stay there. So this is just for preview purposes, and you're going to actually need to attach it, but you can place it however you want, and it just is also attached when you play animations and such. Alright. This is basically it for our switch weapon. So just select all, press C to quickly comment it, and call this one switch weapon. Line it up a bit more. So we have all kinds of different blocks of code. Let's actually do that for fire as well. Firing logic. Alright, but if you're going to play now, you still don't have a gun. So how we're going to fix that? Well, I'm just going to say, if you press 1, we're going to switch weapon to our weapon. If you press 2, however, 2, we're also going to switch weapon, but we're going to create a new weapon. So create child blueprint class, MVP weapon underscore yellow. And I'm going to make a yellow weapon now. So let's go to material gun, create material instance. Yeah, I can change the body color. Good. Sure. Looks yellow, right? And let's go into our BP weapon yellow and apply that material. So as you can see, we now have a yellow weapon. And let's make this one BP weapon yellow. So we press 1, we get a normal weapon. If we press 2, we get our yellow weapon. And we're just basically switching our weapons. Alright, thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.